next phase is called ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase, approximately days 13 to 15th. Remove. During this period, there is an increase in the concentration of luteinizing hormone. Again, because of the negative feedback, luteinizing hormone from pituitary, there is a sudden increase in the concentration of LH, and this sudden increase is called LH surge. Due to this LH surge, the tertiary follicle differentiates into the Graafian follicle, containing a secondary oocyte. By this time, lytic enzymes are secreted in the Graafian follicle, as a result of which the secondary oocyte ruptures the wall of Graafian follicle, and gets released. This process is called ovulation. Ovulation happens around 14th day of the menstrual cycle. Immediately after ovulation, under the influence of LH, the empty Graafian follicle starts differentiating into the corpus luteum. So these changes represent the ovulatory phase. The fourth phase is called luteal phase. It is also called secretory phase. It gets the name luteal phase mainly because during this period, that is from day 15 to day 28, 29, it may extend up to 29, 30 also. During the initial stages of this luteal phase, there is formation of corpus luteum. And this corpus luteum starts secreting the hormone progesterone. So, as the luteal phase proceeds from day 15, the level of progesterone keeps increasing. Due to the increasing level of progesterone, proliferation of follicles stops. in the ovary there is no more proliferation of follicles, but in the uterus the glands become secretory. They reach the stage of releasing the necessary secretion. That is why it is called secretory phase. Endometrium becomes thick, and now it is ready. Endometrium is getting ready for attachment of the embryo, or what is called implantation, in case fertilization happens. Suppose if fertilization fails, if no fertilization occurs, then corpus luteum degenerates and becomes corpus albicans. And there is regression in the uterine blood vessels and glands. So as the luteal phase comes to an end, uterine blood vessels and glands regress and sloughing of the endometrium begins, marking the next menstrual cycle. So these are the events that happen during luteal phase from day 15 to about day 28. So these changes in the menstrual phase, proliferative phase, ovulatory phase and luteal phase repeat again and again in a period of 28 to 30 days. You are now going to watch a PowerPoint presentation showing you the changes that take place in the ovary as well as in the uterus.